From delays to controversies and then a lot of conversation about the approvals to the actual rollout of vaccines against COVID-19 that happened on the 16th day of January early this year. The journey of the rollout in the last 6 months or so has been an interesting one. But vaccines against COVID-19 offer hope, and the country is fighting a battle now to ensure maximum coverage. I'm Sneha Mordani. This is COVID 360, and on the show today, we tell you all about vaccines against COVID-19 in India and how the last 6 months have been as far as the world's largest vaccination drive is concerned. First up, it is undoubtedly the world's largest vaccination drive. Our task is cut out. Vaccinate 1.4 billion people against COVID-19, but the pace of vaccinations has slowed down in India. The newly appointed Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia has said that states must inform about requirement of doses on time and that netas should stop now doing politics around vaccines. Here's a report on what it will take India to achieve good vaccination rates to mitigate the third wave.
Delhi, vaccine centers closed. Maharashtra, vaccination halted for 2 days. Coimbatore, protests outside vaccine centers. The antidote for a third COVID wave is the vaccine. There are no two opinions on this, but the slow pace of vaccinations could be negating India's fight against the virus. Supplies are drying up in most states just when the drives should be intensifying.
प्रोडक्शन और सप्लाई का मैप बना हुआ है, उसके आधार पर वैक्सीनेशन आज के दिन में हो रहा है। 25% वो प्राइवेट अस्पताल के माध्यम से, 75% गवर्नमेंट की ओर से वैक्सीनेशन किया जा रहा है। उसके लिए जो भी खर्च होगा वो भारत सरकार उठाएगी।
The eagerness to take the jab has far surpassed vaccine hesitancy, which means demand is much more than supply.
मैं 3-4 महीने से वैक्सीन के लिए वेट कर रहा था मैम, तो बुक भी नहीं हो पा रहा था बीच में, तो अभी उसके बाद जस्ट अब बुक हुआ तो मैं वैक्सीन लगाने के लिए आया हूँ आज।
आप लोग को वैक्सीन नहीं मिल रहा था पहले, क्या था?
नहीं मिल रहा था 3 महीने से।
कहीं और गए थे वैक्सीन ढूंढने के लिए कि यहीं पे ढूंढ रहे थे?
मैं पता कर रहे थे, कहीं मिल नहीं रहा था।
Non-BJP ruled states like Tamil Nadu claim unfair distribution of doses. The centre says it is vaccine mismanagement by states. Whatever the case, what is alarming is that the drive has slowed down. The pace of vaccination came down by 39% in the last week of June. It went up slightly in the first week of July and then dipped again. The government says state governments are not planning their vaccination cycles according to stocks.
100 मीटर रेस नहीं है, ये लंबी देर तक चलने वाला हमारी जर्नी है, हमारा मिशन है।
अगस्त में
वैक्सीन की प्रोडक्शन धीरे धीरे बढ़ रही है, ये एक प्लान अफेयर है और उसी स्पीड के बढ़ते बढ़ते वैक्सीन की अवेलेबिलिटी हो रही है, हमें वैक्सीन के प्रोग्राम को इम्प्लीमेंट करना।
With a surge in the R value in states like Maharashtra and Kerala, the slowing up of vaccination could have a dangerous fallout.
As people in many states are queuing up to get their jab, the intermittent supply of vaccines is what is causing the state government to spar with the central government. The health minister has said that it is the state's mismanagement that is leading to shortage of vaccines because planned number of doses are already allocated to the states. But this intermittent supply could pose a problem as we are also looking at an impending third wave, and the vaccination is the only way to make ourselves safe from coronavirus. With Sachin Tandok, this is Milan Sharma for India Today.
Exactly 6 months ago, India started the drive against COVID-19, the vaccination drive, using 2 types of vaccines, the homegrown Covaxin and Covishield, developed by Oxford University AstraZeneca and manufactured by the Serum Institute of India right here in the country. Well, the vaccines by themselves have been in the midst of several controversies. Here's more.
In the corona era, vaccines and controversies have gone along side by side. While the world at large was driving home the need to get the jab, naysayers have fueled fear, some of whom are popular influencers.
देखिए, मैं तो नहीं लगवाऊंगा अभी वैक्सीन, मैंने अपनी बात कह दी, और वो भी बीजेपी लगाएगी, उसका भरोसा करूंगा मैं? अरे जाओ भाई।
One conspiracy theorist even went to the extent of communalizing the vaccine, saying calf serum was being used in the making of Covaxin.
There is this conversation going around on Covaxin based on an RTI response by the Government of India that it consists cow-calf serums, which is actually clotted blood obtained after slaughtering the young cow calves. Keeping all your faiths and beliefs aside, we should go for the vaccines. But it is equally important for the government to not betray the faith and belief of people and not hide any information.
The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare had to come out and clarify that the end product contained no calf serum and that it was only being used for the making of doses. Covishield is no stranger to controversies either. A growing number of countries have either halted or limited the use of the AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine over fears that it can cause blood clots. The fears were allayed by Serum Institute Chief Adar Poonawalla.
You know, blood clots is a normal phenomena in a given population of age and comorbidities. The vaccine is providing excellent safety and efficacy. Everybody I talk to, and we've seen that with their own public announcements.
Recently, the Congress Party and some opposition parties questioned the approval of Covaxin before the Phase 3 trials were completed. They deemed it dangerous. Soon after Covaxin's approval, Anand Sharma, Shashi Tharoor, Jairam Ramesh raised concerns over the emergency use approval. Tharoor hit out at the then Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan over the approval. The BJP hit back at opposition parties over vaccine politics. BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra even hit out at Chhattisgarh, Punjab and Kerala for refusing to use Covaxin.
जो मैन्युफैक्चरर ने और आईसीएमआर ने कहा कि 81% का एफिकेसी, 81% एफिकेसी कोवैक्सीन का है, यह सब कुछ सामने आने के पश्चात जिस प्रकार की राजनीति कुछ विपक्षी दल कर रहे हैं, यह बिल्कुल अवांछित है. This is unnecessary politics.
Politics just refuses to die down, but doctors and medical experts are clear. Only a vaccine can protect you from COVID.
Vaccines available today have proved their efficacy, safety, immunogenicity, and thus it's a no-brainer to take your vaccine.
These vaccines are safe. Both vaccines, being widely used in India right now, have been tested in a large number of people who have been followed for several weeks and months.
These were just some of the instances of vaccine politics in India. The fact of the matter is, doctors all over the world say that the benefits of these vaccines outweigh the minimal risks, if any. In fact, the Indian government on the war footing will have to engage with the community at a sustained level to remove any kind of vaccine hesitancy. After all, the only light at the end of the tunnel in this COVID pandemic is inoculation. In New Delhi, Chaiti Narula for India Today.
6 months on, there is vaccine eagerness. And even now, there is vaccine hesitancy unaddressed in many parts of India. Here are ground reports that show how there is an India where people rather die of the infection than take the shot against COVID-19.
लेने के बाद अगर मरा तो नहीं लेने से तो आदमी अच्छा ही है, अगर लेने के बाद अगर कुछ हो जाएगा इसकी जिम्मेदारी कौन लेगा?
तो वैक्सीन लेने के बाद भी वो कोविड में आपका ये हो रहा है, आपका डीवीएफएल में पड़ रहा, इसीलिए हम लोग नहीं ले रहे अभी तक.
In Kolkata's Khidarpur, these young men running a poultry shop won't take the vaccine. It is the same story in Uttar Pradesh's Barabanki. Their views on the vaccine are similar. Why take the shot when one is healthy and fit?
कोई जरूरी थोड़ा कि हम प्रयास करना, हमारा काम खेती का, हम खेती करना कि हम रोज जान पता लगवावन.
तो आपको लग रहा है कि वैक्सीन ज़्यादा जरूरी नहीं है, आपके काम ज़्यादा जरूरी है?
हमारा कोई बीमार तो है नहीं कि हम चलन लगवाऊं लेके, यही तो बात है.
35-year-old Suman Devi has a different reason for not taking the vaccine.
बता तो रहन हम रहे दीदी के ससुर हम खत्म हो गए,
हाँ
सुई लगाने के बाद
तो इसी
लगवाई ना है और बस उनके बुखार आएगा, बस वह बुखार चलेगी।
तो आपको लग रहा है कि आपकी तबीयत भी खराब हो जाएगी?
अब भैया का पता बुखार आए न जाए, हम कल बिल लागत है।
There is no doubt that vaccine hesitancy is putting India at risk. On one hand, there is the problem of shortage of vaccines. And on the other, there is an India where people are just not ready to line up for the jab.
Even after conducting the awareness drives, the vaccination in Barabanki's Sarai Akbarabad is still alarming. People are apprehensive over taking the jab. That's the reason, on one hand, UP government is targeting a big number, but the major obstacle is the hesitancy over the vaccine, which is still prevalent in Uttar Pradesh.
In villages, a common refrain is that COVID is a disease of the cities and that vaccines can kill. In spite of several attempts being made to address, the reluctance is writ large. The government had, even before starting the vaccination drive, anticipated this and prepared a communication document on vaccine hesitancy, asking states to address fears regarding vaccinations. But given that hesitancy exists not just in rural India, but even in urban slums, as also among all age groups and genders, experts say that the approach to handle this should be tailor-made.
A professional agency and academic institutions are involved in conducting research to understand that what are the causes behind the vaccine hesitancy. And this kind of research should be done in rural, urban, and various variety of settings. Once that kind of data is available, a professional agency which is involved, which has good understanding of social marketing, should be engaged in designing communication strategy to tackle vaccine hesitancy. And then that communication strategy should be rolled out across the country, targeted for those population. And that should be done now onward.
The common fears around the vaccine have been rubbished and termed utter nonsense. No, vaccines don't cause infertility or impotency, nor do they disrupt menstrual cycle and lead to miscarriage in pregnant women. The government is involving celebrities, religious leaders, and using other methods to get the message through that vaccines are lifesavers.
Government of India and state government should publicize widely the actual data of vaccine side effects and vaccine efficacy so that people can look at the data and get convinced that the vaccine is very safe.
Quashing rumors and conspiracy theories is not very easy, especially in the rural areas. But India's fight against the virus hinges on ensuring that every adult is vaccinated as quickly as possible. With Sneha Mordani, Prema Rajaram and Abhishek Mishra, Bureau Report, India Today.
6 months on, India is using free vaccines against COVID-19. The third one is Sputnik V, which of course is in short supply in the country. But the road ahead is not really bleak. Here's the lowdown on all vaccines expected in the next few months in the country, including for children as young as 2. Let's take a look. The next vaccine which can get an approval in the country most probably is Zydus Cadila Zycov-V. The status is that it has submitted its data, the phase 3 trials data, to the regulators already. This vaccine is also being tested on children as young as 12. So there could be some good news when it comes to children and vaccines for children as young as 12 in the country. Bharat Biotech's Covaxin is being tested on children as young as 2 years of age. The data, submission and the approvals is expected sometime in the month of September is what has been indicated by the government. Bharat Biotech's nasal vaccine also has submitted its phase 1 data to the regulators already is what we know. Permission for phase 2 trials is awaited as far as the nasal vaccine of Bharat Biotech is concerned. It will take a few months for a rollout, obviously, is the indication, because the process takes some time. Now, the next vaccine, which of course is not made in India, but this is an mRNA vaccine and there's been a lot of conversation, is Moderna's vaccine. Developed in USA, not yet exported to India. So that's the problem here. There's been a lot of ongoing conversation about indemnity essentially, but this vaccine has not been exported. Again, Pfizer's vaccine developed along with German company BioNTech. It's an mRNA vaccine, may get exported to India, but the conversation is going on, is what we are picking up really from the government. Johnson & Johnson's Janssen vaccine, which is a viral vector vaccine, not yet exported to India. But here's the good news. It's also going to be manufactured here in India by a Hyderabad-based company called Biologically. So it is going to be made in India as well. The timeline of which is not very clear. The next vaccine that is actually being developed by Biologically, which is the same company, is called Corbevax. It has completed its phase 1 and phase 2 trials is what we are learning. So it's going to be a couple of months before we see the rollout. The phase 3 trials are actually underway. The government in fact has supported this vaccine. It is expected to be available in the country by August is what the government of India has indicated. Novavax has made a vaccine in India. It's called Covovax. This is being manufactured in India by Serum Institute of India. It's been developed, like I said, by an American company called Novavax. Also, the phase 3 trials are underway for this particular vaccine is what we know. That's all we could pack in this edition of COVID 360. Until next time, stay safe and do get a shot against COVID-19 if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.